9th January 1915. This is the day when one of the most famous non-resident Indian NRI visited back or came back to India, and the name was Mahatma Gandhi. He went to South Africa in 1893, and when he returned, he was not simply Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He had become Mahatma Gandhi. So, this day, 9th January, is celebrated as Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. So, our video topic for this is Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Every 2 years, 9th Jan is celebrated as Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. So let's discuss that why we celebrate this day as such and what is the history, what is the background regarding this day. So let's first discuss that why it is in news. So recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the 18th edition of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. So this year, that is 2025, it is the 18th edition of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Every year, not every year, every 2 years, that is, it is a biennial event. So January 9th is celebrated, as we have discussed the reason also, because the most famous non-resident Indian, Mahatma Gandhi ji, came back to India from South Africa. So this event is held once every 2 years. So once in every 2 years, there is celebration, and what we celebrated, we basically honor the contribution of Indian diaspora to the homeland. India has a big diaspora. Indians are living in almost all the countries, all part of the world. So we celebrate their contribution, we pay them respect through this day. So this year, the celebration or the event is being celebrated or held at Bhubaneswar from 8th to 10th of January. So this is the topic. Now, every event has a theme. The theme for this year's Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is Diaspora's Contribution to Viksit Bharat. Please remember this. This is important. Every big event has a mascot, has a theme. So the theme is Diaspora's Contribution to Viksit Bharat. Now, let's go into the history or the origins of this day. So, it was in 2002 that a committee was formed, a high level committee under L.M. Singhvi. So, this is a person under whom a committee was formed to look into the contributions and what we can do to give them back. So, this committee, L.M. Singhvi committee, recommended that a day should be celebrated, awards should be instituted, and we should have a permanent headquarter for the Pravasis. So, according to these recommendations, that was in 2002, and from 2003 onwards, it was the first time that this event was held. And as per the recommendations, we have a Pravasi Bharatiya Bhavan, which is a permanent headquarter which is located in New Delhi. And why January 9th? Because this was the momentous day that when Mahatma Gandhi ji returned to India from South Africa in way back in 1915. He went in 1893 just for 1 year for the professional work, but he stayed there and turned and fought for the movement in South Africa. And when he came back to India, he was no longer a common person. He had become Mahatma. So January 9th, why? Because of this thing. Now, in 2015, the centenary year of Gandhi's return, it was decided that this will not be an annual event, but yes, this will be celebrated every 2 years. Earlier, before this, it was celebrated annually. But from 2015 onwards, it was decided that this event should be held once every 2 years. Now, as per the recommendation of this committee also, there is something called Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Award. This is the highest award to be given to non-resident Indian or person of Indian origin or an organization or an institution established and run by them. So this is the honor, this is the award, which is the highest award which is given to the NRIs, the person of Indian origin or any organization or institution which has been made by them. So let's go into the detail that how to choose that person. There is a long list. Every 2 years, there is a list that these persons, these institutions are going to get the award. So there is a jury cum awards committee which is headed by or chaired by vice president and external affairs minister is the vice chair, and there are other members who go into the nominations, and then accordingly they select the persons who are to be awarded Pravasi Bharatiya Samman. Now, this is important because this can be asked from the prelims perspective as well as mains. Please remember that India has a huge diaspora. We have Indians in US, we have Indians in UAE, Saudi Arabia, you name the country and Indians are there. One aspect of this is that they send back huge amount of money. In 2023, it is said that around $125 billion were sent by the NRIs, the persons of Indian origin, to India. So, which is a very huge amount. But this is not it. This is not only their contribution. What else they are doing for India? So basically, these Indians act as a link between the two countries. Wherever they are living, they have established themselves. They are acting as a link between the India and the country where they are living. For example, the Indians in US, they are a very powerful lobby. They are persons who have reached very important positions, whether it is business, whether it is politics, and so on. So, being there, they are exerting pressure, they are acting as lobby, they are proving worth of the Indians. So that is why they are important to us. So from mains perspective, yes, you can always write in Indian international relations the diaspora angle also. So yes, you have to provide different dimension, and yes, this is one of the dimensions of IR international relations. So this is the topic, that is Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. This is the 18th version, and this is being celebrated or held at Bhubaneswar. So that was a short video. Please remember that these topics are important factually as well as from the critical examination point of view. So thanks for watching. Please follow this channel and please like this video. Thank you.